our team to see special teams make a play, create a turnover. It's just what you want to see. All three units play really well throughout the game.
Made a play today and made some plays in the preseason game as well. What have you seen from him and as far as his development?
Kay's probably been one of our most consistent players on the team since he's been here. Sometimes I was telling guys today I forget that he's a rookie, right? Because he's been so consistent. He's exactly the guy we thought we were getting, right? Tough, gritty, hard-nosed, and dependable, right? He's been very dependable. He's shown a lot, really, with the routes and being able to catch the football, move downfield, break tackles. Like it's exciting to see a young player come in and be as consistent as he's been day in and day out.
Defense has been throughout camp, and obviously the first preseason game, second one with the starters, pretty physical. How much do you think they've been taking on your identity of what you want of a defense?
When we play defense, right, we want people to put on our tape and see that we're bringing it. We're going to be a physical unit. We're physical in practice. We're physical in the game. We don't change up our identity. Whenever we step on the field, we're going to be a physical unit. That's what you have to be if you expect to play defense here in Houston.
Can you talk about the synergy last week being on the road? What kind of synergy you thought that was created with the team by being on the road and strictly that y'all had to be a team away and then just being together?
Yeah, being on the road, it definitely created some synergy amongst our group. It's really about guys just building deeper connections. We're hanging around the hotel and just guys are, playing games together, communicating, talking in the meal room. So that's what it's about. When you go away during camp, it's just about team camaraderie. And I think we built that. We built deeper relationships on our team, and we became a tighter team after being in Cleveland for a week.
Take a few more. What do you think the biggest obstacle was for the running attack on Friday?
With the running game, I think, first off, we have to just stay attached on our blocks, especially on the front side. We have to stay attached, and we have to finish better on the front side to get the runs going. I think a lot of our runs got stalled because, we had guys penetrating in the backfield or guys shooting gaps, and we have to respond better, to movement to get our run game going.
I know you touched on Tank, after the game, but obviously he had one catch that went for a touchdown. Just how much of what that explosion is what you kind of want to expect when Tank gets the ball in his hand, just in general what he brings to the offense as far as explosiveness?
Tank is, one of our most explosive players. It's always exciting to see him when he gets the ball in his hands. He's shown that, man, from U of H. He's been an explosive player. He comes here his rookie year. He was dynamic and explosive for us again. I tell Takeoff, that's who you are, right? I expect you to be explosive. Every time you touch the ball, everybody needs to be standing up in the crowd, what's about to happen when Tank has the ball in his hand, as you saw with him on the punt return, right, or it's receiving. Anytime he touches the ball, right, you got action. So, I'm always excited to watch Tank. He's one of my favorite guys to watch because he's such an exciting player.
There was a drive in the preseason game where Cam Akers touched the ball 6 times in a scoring drive for you guys. It started with the kickoff, couple catches, couple runs. Has his time here just been kind of getting acclimated, proving that he's got a little bit more athleticism than he did immediately after the injury? And where have you kind of seen from Cam?
From Cam, I've seen a guy, first off, we know he's done it. I've gone against Cam a lot, and I've seen the plays that he's been able to make. So is he surprising me? No, he's not surprising me, but he seems like he's getting back into shape, getting back into football shape, and he's making plays that he's made prior in his career. It's exciting to see him. Just shows when guys maximize their opportunity, and I think he's a guy who's taking advantage of that, coming into camp late. But he's picked up on things very quickly. He's very sharp mentally, and that's allowed him to step in, I think, and really showcase his talents of what he's been able to do. And the biggest thing is him, right, making guys miss. I think it's, when you're playing a running back position, you can make defenders miss. Cam just has a savvy way of doing that, and that allows him to continue to press forward and gain yards for us.
Speaking of maximizing opportunities, what have you seen from Kalen Bullock as far as what he's been able to put on film, not only in practice but in the games as well?
Kalen is another guy. When you're rookie, similar to Kay, similar to Kamari, these guys have come in and they've been laser focused. Kalen, when we watch his tape at USC, he's a guy who attacked the football. Ball was in the air, he was going to get it. same what you see out here every day in practice. Like, he's making a play on the football. He made a play today, getting the ball out there on one of the receivers, and he made a play in the game this past Friday for him. It didn't count, but I think everybody can appreciate, right, the play when your free safety is able to have the elite range that he has and is able to make a play there on the sideline. It's impressive to watch for Kalen, and he'll continue to get better. And that's the exciting thing about Kalen. Like, man, he's still a young player, still has a lot of room to grow. But what he's shown us already and the consistency at which he's done it, like, I'm very excited to see the young man continue to flourish in our defense. All right, thank you, guys.
Game so far, the progress you've made fundamentally and everything you're doing?
I feel good all season, so I feel good right now.
The way you've been able to track the football, what do you attribute that to just in terms of seeing how the offense is trying to attack and then reacting?
You asking about the ball in the air, or you asking about?
The way you find the ball and then react to it.
That's probably just from a little kid, like with my pops, just working with him. So, now that the game has slowed down, I know when I can look for it earlier, I guess, and make a play.
What type of camaraderie were you able to build with some of your other teammates when y'all were away from Houston?
We did a lot. We went eat, played the game, had a little tournament, and just chill, really, other than practice. So, that was good.
Did you have any small points?
Yeah, I had a little bit.
Who won the tournament?
Not my team. We lost. We had to pay for the dinner.
They run up a tab with you guys?
Yeah,
Who's the worst defender?
Huh?
Who's the most extravagant guy to order, like the expensive stuff?
Probably all the big dudes. They ordered about 4 different plates for themselves. So, but we expected that though. So.
How good does it feel just to be back home?
I feel good. Lay in my bed, chill.
What's the confidence level for you right now, day in and day out, for you confidence-wise?
It's pretty much the same since, I was little. It ain't really changed too much.
Has being more physical been a priority for you this year?
You said physical?
Yeah, more physical, run support and coverage.
I feel like my mindset really ain't changed. Like, if it looked different, I don't know why, but DeMeco put me in a good spot to play game.
Set? All right.
Thanks, Steve.
I felt pretty good about it. Felt like I played pretty physical, went out there and played pretty hard.
As far as getting off blocks over the years, what do you think has been the most effective ways for you to shed a block and make a play?
When you're just being aggressive, man, it kind of makes it kind of easy to do. When you're being aggressive, it's easy to kind of get off the block versus just reading.
You think you're elevated to this defense?
Yeah, very much, man. It's an attack-style defense. It lets me really pin my ears back and go. Play fast, physical to the echo of the whistle, kind of like what I'm used to doing.
We talked to DeMeco a lot about this style of defense and how previously he was in the read or react, and he just loves to just go. You feel the same way about this? That this is almost the way it's supposed to be played?
Yeah, man. It's one of those things where you get the call, you get your alignment assignment, and it's man against man. It's literally you beating your man, winning your one-on-ones, and getting to the ball. So you can never really ask for nothing better than that.
Mario, speaking of Neil, how do you get the nickname Cyborg? And what do you think about what he has?
Man, he's just like the Cyborg, man. He's another machine, man. We got the Terminator with Will on one side, and we got another machine, Cyborg with Daniil on the side, man. And he's a heck of a player, man, just with his speed, his strength, and his knowledge of the game as well, and just being able to play next to him and learn how to play off of him and things like that has been great.
You got some really good linebackers and defensive backs behind you, but how good does it feel knowing that you're able to do what you're able to do, knowing that you have the season behind you?
Oh man, it's great, man. You basically got a quarterback back there, of the defense, and Aziz's gonna get us lined up, and where we're not, he's gonna be, and where he's not, we play off of him. So it's good to just have where we're interchanging in there, we're overlapping and playing each other fast and physical.
All good? Thanks, Mario.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you. What's up, y'all? How you doing?
Take you to get a chance to talk to you after the game the other night, but how good did it feel just to be able to get back in the end zone?
Blessings, man. I feel great. It felt great, you know. All the glory go to God, but it felt great, man. Long 250 days for sure.
You're not going to be denied on that?
Nah, I said that the night it happened, man. Nah, once I saw the goal line, I was like, I got to get across there. I don't know how, but I got to, so felt good.
Determination standpoint, a lot went into making that touchdown, a lot of work. Did you kind of think about it after some game, like, you know, I had to do a lot to get back to this point?
I harp off like hard work, so I wasn't really thinking about it a lot. You know, I know the touchdown where I belong. That's how I feel. You know, I like to get used to it. You know, I don't like to miss it, so I like to get used to scoring touchdowns. So when I got in there, man, it just felt good.
Stephon was one of the first people to come up and congratulate you. How did it feel that just to have that bond, that camaraderie with him?
It felt great, man, because if it was vice versa and he scored his first one out here, you know, I'd have ran up, tried to be the first one there, celebrate with him. So, you know, it's all love. He like a big brother to me. You know, he been leading the way here, so it feel good.
It was something that you did have to kind of battle through. At what point did you get confident, you know, like feel confident as far as feeling physically enough to, you know, when you're out there on the field that everything's going to be all right as far as cutting and just...
Like,
yeah.
During the game or like overall?
Just on the path back.
When did I feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Like my brother right there, he was with me. I wasn't even clear yet, and I was like kind of like going on my own, doing cutting drills on my own. So like it kind of sped the process up for me. So I'd say around like when me and CJ done went to LA, it was like a while back. I forget what month it was, but I started getting confident again in myself because we was running routes full speed, and I felt like I was coming out fast in my groove, so I felt good.
Set up that touchdown drive with that punt return. Amigos talked about when you get the ball in your hands, people need to stand up because you're explosive.
Yeah.
And how much do you expect to have that special teams aspect be a part of your game?
Whenever the coaches tell me get back there, you know, I'm willing to do whatever to help the team. So whenever they tell me they need me back there to try to spark some things up, you know, I'm ready.
I know you and CJ had a great connection last year. Has that grown? What's the basis of that? Just it seems so natural to you.
I just feel like, you know, just our connection off the field, it just leads on to what we do on the field. And he's a playmaker, I'm a playmaker. So when we out there, we're going to figure it out and get it done. And like y'all see, like he built connections with not only me, but like all the receivers. Like him and Steph got a good connection. Nico, of course, got a good connection. So we know we coming along. I feel like when all of us get going, it's going to be great. So.
Do you feel like you have the edge right now?
Oh yeah, definitely. That don't lose me. It don't leave me at all. Like my confidence don't waver. I feel like when I'm out there at any moment I can make a play, and that's the confidence you got to have in yourself to go out there and make the play. So I feel good.
All right, all set. Thanks. Thank you.